Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, and I have some really bad news for you guys today. It looks like we're in the middle of a generational war, not just on the economic front, not on the job market front, but apparently, you might not have been told, I was just told today, that we're on a generational war front with emojis. And there is an emoji that is uprooting our American way of life. There's an emoji that's uprooting the global markets. And that is the thumbs up emoji, at least according to a lot of major news outlets. I was messing around on the internet today and I came across this article from Today News called How the Thumbs Up Emoji Sparked a Generational War That No One Is Winning. Are we really debating the use of emojis? Yes, we are, and here's why. And I'll put a link to this article in the description box below. But basically, the article states, recent debate has spurred from one conversation on the internet pertaining to a commonly used emoji, the thumbs up. Several months ago, I love how they say a recent discussion, but now it's several months ago, a Reddit user took to the platform to ask if anyone else felt unsettled by the use of thumbs up emoji, sharing an example of workplace messaging conversations. So I took it upon myself to go check out this Reddit thread. It's on the adulting subreddit, which if you haven't been on the adulting subreddit, it's not what it sounds. I'm not a fan of the word adulting, but in this case, the subreddit is basically a place where people can ask questions that might seem dumb to people who are experienced with what they're asking about. It's basically a place where you can ask any question you want. You can also post things about your accomplishments in your adult life. Like, I mowed my lawn for the first time. I paid my bills on time. And for the most part, it's a pretty judgment-free zone. I don't really visit there very often. I don't really post there at all because I just kind of be an adult. But I think it's nice to have empowering places to post things on Reddit or anywhere. But this was on the adulting subreddit. And the first thing I want to point out is, if you look at it, it's over 300 days ago that this conversation was even a thing. So you're looking at December of last year, 2021. So I love how the article originally said, oh, this is a recent conversation. This is almost a year ago. The user who posted this thread has since deleted their Reddit, but the question they posted was, am I not adult enough to be comfortable with the thumbs up emoji reaction? And it's gotten a bunch of responses. The most upvoted response basically says, why do you feel like it's unsettling? Honest question, because that's literally how I respond to 90% of messages. I'm almost 40 though, so I wonder if it's a generational thing. I'd feel more unsettled with the heart reaction. User Huaani responded, for younger people, I'm 24 for reference. The thumbs up emoji is used to be really passive aggressive. It's super rude if someone just sends you a thumbs up. So I also had a weird time adjusting because my workplace is the same. So yeah, it's a generational communication culture difference. Everyone my age in the office doesn't do it, but the Gen X people always do it. Took me a bit to adjust and get out of my head that it means they're mad at me. And then looking through this thread, there are a lot of people that are basically going, really? They can't believe that that's even a thing. It looks like this is basically kind of an isolated deal. And I will say this, I'm not necessarily saying that they're stupid for feeling that way because context is everything, and it's easy to misconstrue inflection through text or meaning through text, which is why I always prefer face-to-face communication. A little further down, there's a user that responded, it's not that odd to see it as passive-aggressive, just imagine how it would feel to go into your boss's room, say something, and then see him turn to you, look you in the eye, and go, thumbs up. Well, I can't imagine it because I don't need to. I've lived that a lot. I work in an office environment and I do a lot of Zoom meetings and Microsoft Teams meetings, and I've gone in and spoken to my bosses and they'll have a headset on or they'll be on the phone, and if I'll say something, they'll just go, okay, sounds good. They don't say anything, but all right, cool, got it. Because the thumbs up is an acknowledgement. It's a way to also show like, hey, job well done, or, I'm feeling okay, whatever. But again, context is everything. I can imagine if you said something to your boss and they just went, okay, good for you, fuck off. I can see that as being kind of passive aggressive or kind of dismissing. But I mean, for the most part, I haven't endured it. Now, just because I haven't endured it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. But I think this is just an isolated thing where one to a few people felt like that could be passive aggressive. But of course, mainstream media doing what it does best, taking things out of context and making this complete nothing burger of an argument. This isn't a generational war thing. I will say this about the thumbs up emoji and emojis in Teams and Zoom and all this stuff. The worst thing about the thumbs up emoji to me is the fact that you get a separate notification tab anytime someone responds with it. It's so annoying to go take a piss, come back, you got 13 notifications, and you're thinking, oh crap, did I miss a meeting or did I miss something important? And it turns out it's old chats getting responded to with emojis. That's really the most annoying thing to me about emojis in general, especially the thumbs up one. But I mean, I don't think this is a generational conflict that needs to be resolved. I don't think this is anything more than a slow news day and people trying to perpetuate arguments from almost a year ago. That was not even a big argument to begin with. It's not wrong how people feel about how they interpret a situation. But the best advice I can give you, this is for r/adulting, and this is for all the younger folks out there, is don't be afraid to ask for clarification on something. What did you mean by that? It's a very simple question, but it's a pretty powerful tool. Don't be afraid to ask people for clarification on what they mean by something. And then if they're being dicks about it, you can go from there. But not every single thing is going to be a personal attack. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if there were people out there that legitimately felt attacked every time they saw a thumbs up, which is really sad because they're going to be missing out on a lot of cool stuff like Top Gun, Resident Evil 0 playing as Rebecca Chambers, and just seeing general thumbs up all around. I would be more offended if people were hearting everything I posted. I would be more offended if people were just not responding to my messages in general. There are some things that are worth the fight. I don't think this is one. Alright, are you team thumbs up? Are you team no thumbs up? Do you hate emojis in general? Let me know down below. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. I would definitely appreciate it. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching and have a good night.